got him got the jitters going. No, I want it to be really strong and fast, just like put your head into the last part of your 800 or a mile, and you into the last part of your the steeple. Yeah. But there's no barriers. We'll move the barriers off for you.
So today we're gonna do like well, maybe Ron should talk about what we're doing. You want to say what we're doing today?
Well, we're doing a Michigan, but the people on Let's Run are gonna really have a piss fit when they see what we're doing.
They have a piss fit of everything.
We're not doing this right. We always screw those guys up because we never do the Michigan right. I only designed it 30 years ago, so I know what the right way and the wrong way is. There is no wrong way to do it. So today we're going to do a mile, a little up tempo. Usually we're between 22 and 28. We're going to go a little 16 today, and we usually do a mile and a quarter loop around the stadium, but we're just going to do a flat mile loop and come back, and we're going to reverse the order. We're doing 400, 800, 1200. More of a strength thing than a speed thing.
Okay.
We'll do 57, 58 quarter, up around the stadium, come back, and I'm putting 5 hurdles out around the track so Mason can run 206, Hobbs will run 2 flat to 202, whatever he feels comfortable doing. And then they'll go up around the stadium again, and then they'll put their spikes on, and then we call in the fire trucks to put out the fire because the track's going to be hot. And that's the workout.
And what's the goal in the 1200?
302 to 256, whatever they feel comfortable with.
Cool. Okay.
I think they'll get it going pretty good because there's a little chit-chat going on of who's going to work over who, according to what I understand what happened on the podcast the other night. So, since I picked up on that, that's what we're going to go for.
Mason started it.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, who's finishing it?
We'll go after it was like 13, 15 or whatever.
Running Adidas.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you're going to have a bad time. My brother was running.
For the workout.
I'm nervous, but we'll get done. Go after it.
Yeah.
Last real big one for the trials. So.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
You do the Michigan pretty regularly, right? In training.
Different variations of it. We don't smash it too often.
Yeah.
But today's one of those days.
Gonna smash it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Mason and I got some trash talk going, so we'll see who hits the floor first.
Let's do it.
No, start with the mile.
You start with the mile.
Then the tempo.
And then you're doing a
400.
4, 8, 12?
Yeah. So switch into 4 and 12. I'm gonna go to 8. I'm gonna go to 8 over hurdles.
It's only 12.
Normally the 12 is behind.
Yeah, did they run over there?
In the middle.
Yeah, it's only the second track. They did go 2 mile warm up over
Yeah,
there.
I brought your clothes back.
They tell me I have to wear the pens if I dribble a little.
Maybe. I don't know if they're doing anything there.
I got your shorts. You brought.
Luke, you better do something. Freddie's here.
I said I got some Mountain Dew on me. I'm ready to rip 150s.
I'm all hopped up.
That's
I'm all
next
hopped
week.
up on Mountain Dew.
Shit show today.
Clusterfuck, yeah.
Yeah, what the hell? Like the hurdles in lane 2 is gonna throw people so off.
I mean, fucking too many M's. Okay. We'll do the mile between 4:16 and 4:20. Give you leeway because it's hot. And then up there, if you can go 4:55 minute pace for the mile.
Is he gonna go a little slower?
No, he'll go with you. 5 minute pace is good. Why don't you go home then? If you're gonna go 5:20, go home.
Sure.
And we'll come back. We'll run a quarter between 57 and 60.
Okay.
Back up there for the same pace. Come back. You run 206. You'll run 202 about.
Yeah, but he's over the barrier.
He's over the barriers.
Do you have the barriers for the quarter too?
No, just the 800 zone.
Just 800. And then you go up there and come back, and we'll get you in the spikes real quick.
Quick?
As quick as you can. And then we'll go. I know if Willis isn't here, you don't have to worry about shuffle jogging or spending 15 minutes to put your shoes on. Okay.
Milking the rest.
Yeah, milking the rest. Okay, so. And then we'll see what you got. Try and get as close to 3 minutes as possible. 256 to 302, whatever that range is.
I think we can do it today.
You know what? I'm gonna have some try and get Philip or somebody to get you through 130. Once you get if you get 130, you know you can go. You say we can run a 1. Because just think about the last 600 races.
Yeah.
So say I'm gonna go 136. So you're gonna have to do.
Gotta do it over barriers.
But don't worry.
Is Phil pacing us in the mile?
Huh?
Is he pacing us in the mile?
Freak out and move left.
Yeah.
So if you see somebody in lane 1, just come to the outside. What we're doing is one of our staple workouts is in Michigan, but I'm changing it up today. Usually we do a mile in about 4:22 or 4, and then we'll go and loop a 2,000 meter loop around the stadium with a 2-minute rest jog, and then we'll come back and run a 1,200, up around the stadium, come back for an 800, loop around the stadium, come back for a quarter. And usually you put the spikes on for the quarter and they run pretty darn fast. But because it's the last strength workout we're doing before we go to the Olympic trials. So we're running a mile on the track, a little faster, 4:16 to 4:20, loop on the stadium at 5-minute pace, come back. And then we're gonna run 400, 800, 1200. And after the quarter, 57 to 60, they'll come back and Mason will run a half mile over the hurdles. Hobbs will be in the inside running about 2 to 2:02. Mason will probably run 2:04, 2:06. Then they'll go back up around the stadium, they'll come back and I'll have 3 minutes to put their spikes on. And then they got a nut up, excuse my French, they'll have to run very fast for the 1200. And we'll see if we can get somebody to get them through in 1:30, halfway around. And Mason knows that the key to his success to make this Olympic team is to be able to run the hell out of the last 600. So I figure over that, and if he can run 124, or if he can run 258, 304 or whatever, he's ready to go. And it's not these two. Usually we get Nick in here. Willis is in here, and he's always good for a few jokes and laughs. But I think, and all the people. I don't know if you're familiar with Let's Run, but the last time we did it, Mason put the results up there. Everybody told us that we did it wrong, that we did it all wrong. You know, well they took too much rest and they were supposed to this way, and that way. And Nick Willis came up on and said, I think we did it right because Ron was there and he's the one that designed it from the get-go. What they don't know, we change everything up all the time, and depending on what part of the season it is. And well, like the weather today, it's a little breezy, but we're getting too close to make too many changes in what I think they need to do. Everything's so. I see no reason why they can't do what we're going to have them do. So let's do it.
We're gonna get going in like a minute.
Right to here. Bingo. You're okay. $312. It's 16, 15.8. 20, 21. Wait, no. Huh? Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I started back at you. 2 minutes, take your time, get some water before you head off.
It's warm. I mean, it must be pretty close to 85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humid.
So you'll start the Michigan from just a mile tempo from here?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we go this stop sign.
Yeah.
And we're gonna follow a loop all along the fence here. It's gonna go back to the basketball parking lot.
Okay.
And then come all the way back to the parking lot and finish basically 10 meters past this thing.
That's good right there.
How'd you feel? I was faster than on the second half than I thought I was.
Take 5 of it.
That's fine.
We're going hurdle to hurdle though.
You messed that one up. started that one weird.
I know. I said, what the-
He said the line, so I thought he meant up there.
Okay. Good. Get some water before you get on the road, okay? You're at 5:15, it's fine. Take a little sip.
Yeah.
You know what? We might renegotiate this 1200.
Well, maybe for him.
Yeah, for him, I told him, I said, if he can't run 206, there's no point. Just get a little water in you. He'll do this half.
Nothing's tight. It just, I don't know. Sometimes with the long tempos, they burn. But like,
Well, you know, 2 days in a row, 9 and 10 miles.
I went 2 times 5 and 8.
Hard.
Let's go. Let's mark right here. Ready? Yeah, lane, I mean, 209 in lane 2, so yeah, probably 207. Yeah. A little flat.
It's not too hot, is it? I always extrapolate, so.
I only had one.
You had one bad
stutter.
one, the rest of them were good. The thing is, you keep practicing the acceleration into the barrier, and you'll lay out nice. You won't do the stutter.
Is Hobbs done?
No, he's going to put his spikes on and run a 600 with you after this flat part.
Okay.
He's all running a 600 with me, so I said, okay, if that's... At 47 again?
49.
You've had a big few weeks. Yeah. You said before you had a couple of big days before this. So.
Yeah. Sometimes.
When you're younger, it
sometimes
takes a bit of time to body to adapt to these
No,
sorts of.
I think what happened is I had the state meet and I ran 3 events.
Yeah.
And then I did a little bit of round simulation the next day.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think that takes kind of multiplies instead of adds and
course.
fatigue, and then.
Well, the fitness is obviously there. You just got to freshen up a bit now for the trials.
A little bit of emotional stress the past few days. So.
Yeah, sure.
Not worried not doubting myself as a runner, just sometimes it doesn't go.
That's right.
I'm going to run the last quarter with you.
You accelerate me into the last.
Yep.
I'm going to have him go 57 if he can.
Him or me?
Me.
Well, you got to do 57 too. That's why he's in there.
You're chasing me. Where are they starting at?
We'll start down at the start. That's what we should do, our quarter.
What are you running, 60?
Yeah, 130, 128 to 130, whatever he's got. Just stay on it, and then Phil will pick you up here. I'm going to tell him to go as fast as you can. You make the judgment if you can get him, okay? Get after him early.
There, but just kind of.
I mean, these conditions today are going to be holding you back a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, 80%.
Yeah.
You're Ron on the backstretch. You gotta make that team.
That's some pretty fast riding.
Yeah.
But you know, you got the
Kinda hurt.
You got the 450, 440s down there. 304. The key is the 207 over the barriers.
I should have just run like 5:10 on the tempo and smash the track. But I was in a good rhythm out there.
I thought
You don't stop when you got it up and you're going.
When I had that rhythm, I was like, well, I'll just kind of feel this out the whole time.
Good.
But I could just, like, my core temp's going up, you know, I can feel it in my arms. Tingle.
How hot is it still? 86 degrees.
It's the sun.
It's 5 miles. Yeah,
It's
the
90
sun's
right here.
Yeah, the sun's beating down on it.
Just like, takes a little of the pop out of you at the end, you know? Especially when Hobbs pulled it 3, I was like, no.
Good.
You had a big couple days. I was rested for this.
You hear Ronnie yelling for me to sprint back to here.
Yeah. I saw you coming across the grass.
I ran a 150
Yeah.
to get here.
He couldn't hear my voice because I'm hoarse. He thought I meant to start there. And I go, no, over here. He couldn't hear me.
Blind, so
Yeah.
I was like, what is he pointing at?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
man,
right.
you know, you'll get there.
No,
It just,
I think it was more the 2 workouts and
This is 3.
We'll come back
3
tomorrow
and
and
5
do
days.
it. We'll come
for
back.
Hobbs.
Mace, we'll come back tomorrow. Make him do this again tomorrow. How's that? We'll find
from the
out.
beginning, too.
Appreciate it, man. You are, I mean, everyone out here is sweating, it's warm.
Oh.
So this will be your last pretty hard hit up before the trials? Or?
Yeah, I'd say the one that's like most intense. Yeah. We're gonna do it on Tuesday. It'll be good rhythm, but
Yeah.
But you know the deal is
probably not as like nut up.
Yeah.
Up a little, you know.
I'll be right back. And I'll bring water too.
Really
Thank
smooth over those roads except for that first one.
There was one I stuttered on it coming into it, which I think was actually running in the shoes. I like,
You didn't have your rhythm,
yeah, just a little bit different bounce off, so
but like I didn't sense any.
breaking of momentum. There was one other one where I got a little close on the backstretch.
Session done. How'd you feel? How'd it go?
You know, it's pretty good. I'd say overall probably like A minus day. It was pretty hot out here. We had some, you know, classic humidity and the sun was way more intense. So I think it's probably like 85, 86 degrees. And about halfway through, I was feeling it. Like you're just not cooling. And so hop on the track, you felt a little flatter. But that being said, I was really happy with how I progressed through the workout and still kept it together and kept it within that effort range and didn't have to go to the well, didn't really get over my head. And so, you know, 4:16 for the first mile on the track, that was good. Felt in control. Came out and ran 4:50 for the tempo. Came back and ran the 400. we kind of messed up the start there if you saw, so we were only around like 60 and stuff, but you know, that's just like little different energy system, and you have to get back into the tempo. And second one actually was 4:45, and that was good, just the same effort, just kind of feeling out the rhythm. I thought it was starting slow, and you know, looked at my watch at the end, so I was really just locked in there. Even with the heat, I was just practicing kind of recovering and staying relaxed. And then the 800 over hurdles, I was good. I was pleased with that. 207 over barriers. Only stuttered on the first one going into it, but otherwise, like, I was attacking them and smooth and powerful, and finished up within a 450 again on the road loop, and came back for the 12 in, you know, 304. Last lap in 60.
Yeah, perfect. So you've had a really good season. You've had most of your, or potentially, is it all of your personal best come this year? You must be feeling good going to the trials next week.
Yeah,
in 2 weeks. Sorry.
In a perfect spot. This is where you want to be, hitting everything good. And we're at a spot in training where I don't have to add anything else. You know, I'm fit enough to do and accomplish my goals and make that team. And so it's really just kind of staying relaxed, trusting the process, trusting Ronnie. The body's there, you know. So we're going to show up at the trial and we're going to do some damage.